Mr. Chairman, dear friends, good afternoon. I will tell you a story, a different one, a story of the most functional city, which was my vision as the mayor of Helsinki. My journey as the mayor of the city of Helsinki began in 2017 with a considerable dilemma. I was the first politically elected mayor, and yet, from the very outset, I felt that my central mission was to depoliticize the day-to-day running of the city as much as possible. The triumphal march of cities is based primarily on the pragmatic problem-solving, not on politics. There are more issues on which the main political movements actually agree rather than disagree. Cities take care of ordinary, everyday matters at the grassroots level. What practical arrangements would create daycare places for all children close to home in a growing city? How should street repairs be done as quickly as possible while producing the minimum of inconvenience? How to speed up the process of getting a doctor's appointment at a healthcare? The issues are difficult, but they are not party political in nature. Even the majority of the city's key development themes do not fundamentally create political tensions. How do you tangibly increase the use of digital tools in city service production? How do you create conditions for more smart traffic? How can you really increase carbon neutrality? There may be no easy answers to these questions, but they are basically practical rather than political. My conclusion was that to create ideal conditions for less political but still ambitious everyday operations, we needed to draw up a shared and motivating urban strategy. Attitude is more important than agenda. A positive and pro-development mindset throughout a city organization will build a better city. I concluded that the cities should approach matters in a different way. We needed a clear goal or mission. The wording should be unambiguous and understandable. It should be an inspiration to all city employees and perhaps even also to the residents. And as I mentioned, I ended up that the title and vision of our strategy should be the most functional city in the world. I knew the goal wasn't media sexy, but it didn't bother me. Most of all, I felt that it was relevant. I concluded that a functional city serves residents, businesses and visitors alike. The main point was to tell everyone that the most important task of a city, or what kind of administration at all, is to create best possible circumstances for good everyday life. A pleasant, smooth, reliable city where you can fulfill yourself and enjoy your life is the most beneficial outcome of politics to our people. I predicted time and time again that a functional city, dependable, unsurprising and simply practical, might even become a luxury in this deranged world. Even better, the idea and vision of a functional city subsumed the concepts of sustainability and intelligence. A city cannot truly be functional unless it's smart and sustainable. And of course, it also needs to be safe, resilient and much more. The concept of a functional city leaned on what is perhaps the greatest strength of the Nordic society, the fully integrated approach. A functioning city has a lot of strengths and few weaknesses. All things matter. Obviously, it's difficult to define the functionality of a city. We did, however, not let this distract us. For me, functionality was first and foremost an attitude, a philosophy. I even thought it was fortunate that no one attempted to find an agreed definition of it. Every city employee could perceive it in their own way. All ways of perceiving its inner meaning were correct. They all took the city in the right direction. I was especially pleased to be told in a few international webinars during the COVID pandemic that the crisis had made our way of thinking, actually, it had made it media sexy. I suspected it might have. The ultimate value of many things is measured and tested in difficult times. To be great benefit of its residents, Helsinki was a rather functional city throughout the whole crisis. Helsinki was disaster resilient due to its functionality, a topic which will be discussed more closely tomorrow. At its core, being the world's most functional city did not mean spectacular achievement, but doing everything a little better than yesterday. It's difficult to implement and its success is difficult to measure, but I believe that the only thing that counts is the end result. What finally matters most are the circumstances for the daily lives of the city inhabitants. And this is the case whether we talk about ecology, economy, energy, artificial intelligence, or health. Thank you.
Thank you so much.